Welcome back, my dear children of class 9. Today I am going to explain to you complex permanent tissues. In the last video we have learned about simple permanent tissues, and today we'll study complex permanent tissues. So complex permanent tissues are called they are called complex because they are made up of more than one type of cells. They are made up of different kinds of cells and present in plants, and these tissues help them to survive in terrestrial environment. See, land terrestrial environment has various kinds of habitat. Conditions are different, so accordingly these tissues help them to survive. They help the plant to adapt themselves to the different environment. Then their function is to transport water and minerals and food to all parts of the plant. And that is why they are called conducting tissues or transporting tissues. So let's see what are the different types of cells make them. So we can make a schematic diagram like this: complex permanent tissues, xylem and phloem. So the two kinds of complex permanent tissue are xylem and phloem. Xylem consists of four kinds of cells: tracheids, vessels or tracheae, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma or xylem fibers. They are the fibers. Sclerenchyma fibers we have learned in the last class, that is simple permanent tissue. The same, because they are present in between the xylem cells, because they are part of the xylem, that is why they are called the xylem sclerenchyma or fibers, xylem fibers. And phloem consists of four kinds of cells: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So you understood, they are made up of four kinds of cells. That is why they are called complex tissues. And both conducting tissues, xylem and phloem, are called vascular tissues. Vascular means transporting materials. So they are called vascular tissues. We also have a vascular system, blood vascular system. Our vascular system is blood and heart and blood vessels. Okay, so vascular tissues, which means transporting materials, and together they are called, these vascular tissues together, or xylem and phloem together form the vascular bundles. They are called vascular bundles. So vascular bundle consists of xylem and phloem. Okay, xylem vascular tissue plus phloem vascular tissue forms what? Vascular bundles. So the question can come, name the components of vascular bundle, and you will write what? Xylem and phloem. Now let us see the diagrams of the four kinds of cells. So xylem is also called the wood of the tree. Okay, wood means the xylem. So now you see the furniture, any wooden things you see, that is xylem. Okay, so what are the characteristics of the cells? The cells have thick walls, and yesterday we have seen in sclerenchyma lignified walls are there. Same lignin deposition is there on the xylem cell wall also. And what are the four kinds? Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma or fibers. You see, these are the vessels. Now these vessels are wider and shorter. Okay, but tracheids are longer, somewhat spindle shaped. Okay, longer and narrower. That's the difference. But both have a cell wall, thick cell wall. See, vessels and tracheids are tube-like structures. So they are tubular structures that helps in transporting water and mineral vertically or upwards. Water and minerals are absorbed from the soil by the roots, and they will move into the root xylem, and this xylem is continuous with the xylem of the stem, and it is continuous with the xylem of the leaf. So xylem forms a continuous water tubes or water pipe. Okay. Then xylem parenchyma stores food. So yesterday we have seen parenchyma stores food, storage parenchyma. So in between the xylem there is storage parenchyma which stores food and also helps in lateral conduction of water. Okay, parenchyma are thin-walled cells. Then in addition to transporting water and mineral salts from root to leaves, xylem also provides support to plants. See, remember, all plant tissues are supporting. So their one function is supporting. So you can write in every plant tissue function, one function is supporting. So xylem also gives support to the plants and trees because of its tough lignified wall. You can see this wall is lignified. And what are these? These are the pores. Unthickened areas are the pores for substances moving into the xylem cells. And at the end wall there are perforation plates. These are the perforation plates. Perforation again holds pores. Okay. So it is interrupted by the perforation plates. Then comes to phloem. Phloem is also called a bast. Okay, bast. Xylem is called a wood. Phloem is called a bast. Then what are the components? Sieve tubes. So sieve tubes are the important structures, sieve elements or sieve tubes. Okay, and sieve tubes के साथ हमेशा parenchyma cells होते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं companion cells. Okay, sieve tubes are these companion cells are cells associated with the sieve tubes. Okay, so these cells are always friends of sieve tubes. Okay, so always associated with this. That is why companion word meaning is friend. Okay, so the end walls are called a sieve plate and are perforated due to the presence of pores. You can see the pores are there. Pores. Okay, so sieve plate. So what is the function of it? Sieving. When the food materials, only the needed materials will move into. So the end walls are called a sieve plate and are perforated due to the presence of pores. And phloem, what's the function? Phloem transport the prepared food from leaves to storage organ. Because leaves synthesize food by photosynthesis, but all parts of the plant need food. So the food is transported to all parts of the plant till the roots by the phloem. So and also from So phloem transport the prepared food from leaves to storage organ and from storage organs to growing region. Hence materials can move in both the directions. Xylem transport is unidirectional, but phloem transport is bidirectional. Upward and downward movement is possible, whereas xylem from root xylem to leaves. Okay, so this is the detailed diagram. Complex permanent tissue. This is, see the main component, xylem vessels. See, and this is a thick wall. This is a thick wall, and the pores are present. Then these are the tracheids, and so tracheids and vessel. Then xylem parenchyma, thin-walled parenchyma cells present along with the xylem is called xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. And here are the phloem sieve tubes with the perforation pores are there, or perforation plates, and then phloem companion cells always associated with it, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Okay, so this is a detailed diagram of xylem and phloem. You can draw any of these cells. Then the function. Xylem conducts water and minerals, and conduction takes place in one direction. Conducting channels are tracheids and vessels, and only xylem parenchyma is living, all other elements are dead. And xylem conducts and give mechanical strength and due to the presence of lignified vessels. And phloem conducts food, and phloem transport is upward and downward, so you can say bidirectional. And conducting channels are sieve tubes, and all elements are living, only phloem fibers are dead. In phloem all other three components are living, but the phloem fibers are dead. But in xylem only xylem parenchyma is living, but all others are all other elements are dead. And phloem conducts and give it doesn't give mechanical support, it's xylem. So see, this is the upward unidirectional transport. This arrow shows that only upward conduction of water, unidirectional flow of water, and here both the directions water flow. So this is all about the complex tissues in plants. Thank you very much, and join in the next video. Thank you.